any other way. People have been talking since we've been apart. And when I pass, I hear them whisper, there he goes with a broken heart. But when she asks about me, here is what you say. Tell her I wouldn't have it any other way. No other way. That's all I have to say, my friend. Better say goodbye. I think you better go now, or you might see me cry. When you see my baby, here is what you say. Tell her I wouldn't have it any other way. No other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't have it any other way, baby. No, 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 no. I wouldn't have it any other way. No, 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 no. I can't have it any other way, baby. No. Darling, you made me change my mind. I can't leave you behind. I'll bring it to you. Bring my sweet loving. Bring it on home to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I heard you laughing when I left. So now you know you only hurt yourself. But I'll bring it to you. Bring my sweet loving. Bring it on home to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't want your jewelry or money too. And nothing else to say you do. I'm gonna bring it to you. Hey. Here you are. It's Sunday. It's the new day, 5 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time here on the West Coast in the lovely northwest town of Seattle, where my little studio is located, the little pink garage. And you are joining with me on a new day, if you're joining with me. And thanks. This is a new Sunday time slot that we're trying out. And we're going to do 2 days. I think we're going to end up doing 2 days a week instead of just one. Instead of the Wednesday afternoon, I've added this Sunday late afternoon here in the Pacific Northwest, but about 8 o'clock, on the East Coast. So I hope you get to tune in with a cocktail in your hand. And listen to what's going to go down. There's going to be some songs later on, but I think I'm going to start off, of course, with some Richard Brodigan, because that's what I'm right into right now. So I'm going to talk a little Richard Brodigan. But before I do this, I was, as anybody who's been seeing any of these will see that I've been finding songs that have meaning that unfortunately, sometimes I say, is still relevant today. And I always find that interesting that as a species, we don't learn very fast, if at all. In fact, I'm not quite sure. I'm waiting to see that because it seems a little bit unusual because we seem to be making the same mistakes over and over again, and we don't seem to ever get out of that rut. I'm not sure why, but in any case, um, let me get up here on the chat. Chat's open if you want. Uh, anyways, we don't learn so fast, and so it made me think. I always think of things that I've heard in the past and people I've read or stuff, and I was thinking of Will Rogers. Now, I don't know if many people out there will know who Will Rogers is. And I'm sure some people will, but he was a fairly interesting guy back in the 20s and 30s and 40s. Ended up dying in an airplane crash. But I just came across a kind of couple of quotes of his. We will never have true civilization until we have learned to recognize the rights of others. This is in the 30s. You understand? Let's see. Here's a good one. He didn't like lawyers very much, nor politicians for that matter. Make crime pay. Become a lawyer. I think that's been a joke now for a lawyer joke for quite a long time. Let's see, what else did he? Now, this is a classic coming from really a different era, but there are three kinds of men: the one that learns by reading, the few who learn by observation, the rest of them have to pee on the electric fence for themselves. You got to think, you probably don't get that one. Electric fences. Let's see. I like that. Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. That has to do with representational democracy, I think. He was funny because he picked on both Democrats and Republicans. Basically, picked on politicians in general, but he considered himself a Democrat. He goes, "I'm not a member of any organized political party. I am a Democrat because that's what we live under, democracy. So basically, we're all Democrats." Anyways, I'm sure that's pissing off some Republicans. Anyways, that's Will Rogers, and maybe in the future we'll find some. He wrote a bunch of really interesting books and funny books and some great observations, which, like I said, is so weird to find out that they're still pertinent. It's a little disconcerting in the long run, but there you have it. Okay, on to Revenge of the Lawn. Richard Brautigan, short stories, 62 to 1970. This one's called Atlantisburg. Okay. I'm not reading because I'm kind of interested in seeing how it works out. Me just reading him. I like him, so he's okay. There were a couple of pool tables in the back and a table full of drunks nearby. I was talking to a young man who'd just gotten fired from his job, and he was happy about it, but bored with the evening and the thought of looking for work the next day. He was also quite disturbed about his home situation and went into it at great length. We talked for a while, both of us leaning up against a pinball machine. There was a game of pool going on in the back. A little I can't read that one. Well, I can. A little black lesbian with a bowl cut to her was playing pool with an old Italian, a sort of working type. Maybe he worked with vegetables or he was something else. The lesbian was a seaman, They were locked in their game. One of the drunks at the table spilled his drink all over the table and all over himself. One of the drunk, uh, get a bar rag, another drunk said. The spiller got up unevenly and went over to the bar and asked the bartender for a rag. The bartender leaned over the bar and said something to him that we couldn't hear. The drunk came back and sat down. He did not have a bar rag. Where's the rag? The other drunk said. He said, I owe him $45.60, my tab. Well, I don't owe him $45.60. I'll go over and get a bar rag. This table is a mess. And he gets up to prove that he doesn't owe the bartender $45.60. The table was returned to normal. They started talking about something that I know about. Finally, my friend said, what a goddamn boring night. I think I'll watch that dyke play pool. I think I'll stay here and listen to those drunks for a while. He walked over and watched the black lesbian play pool with the old Italian. I stood there, leaning up against the pinball machine, listening to the drunks talk about lost cities. There you go, 62 to 70. It's interesting because I do come across some stuff where nowadays the language probably wouldn't fly. You wouldn't get it by the editor. So today, I was we're gonna do, like I said, I got a kind of a set of songs that I'm gonna try out and in a kind of a complete fashion and see how they fly and see which is working and which is not. There's a tune that is on my list, but I'm having a little trouble because I don't know the chords to it, and I can't quite pick it up off the recording. It's a tune by Jim Pierce and called "You Picked Me." But one of these days, I'll have somebody over here and they'll go, "Oh, that's a blah 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 blah," and I'll go, "Oh, right." Anyways, we'll see. Or I'll find the chords, or someone will send me the chords. That always would work. So you can still, of course, suggest songs. I got a good one last on Wednesday called Bartender's Blues. And I'm going to actually probably if we have time, I will go ahead and try that one out. So now I'm going to play. Now we're going to do just a kind of a Bob's aside, just a Bob's memory for me, because we're together 37 years and we have a lot of video, and I'm starting to discover some of that, not only in our own archives, but in our friend James, our promoter out of Ohio. And he's also got a lot of great videos. Some of the videos he have, I think I like so much because they're like ones that took place at like radio stations, and those could get kind of crazy and weird and fun. So I love some of those recordings. But he sent me a couple of new ones, and I'll be playing those, in the weeks to come, and also other videos that are deep into Bob's archive. If I can get them on my, my computer, we'll see how it works. Okay. So the one we did a lot of collaborations, and the Bobs were, very much interested in collaborating. And this was something we sought from the very, very beginning. One of our first collaborations was with the Oberlin Dance Collective, and we did a whole piece of music for them that they then choreographed to dance to and used for years and years and years and years, called the Laundry Cycle. that had, did you ever wonder how you always make a blunder, how you popping all the socks into the washing machine? And when the dryer finished drying and you're crying just because you got an old maid sock, it's a bad scene. Where does the wayward footwear go? To the bottom of the ocean or to China or to Cuba or Aruba? Aruba? And when the dryer finished drying and you're crying because you got a bunch of old maid socks and it's a bad scene. Yeah. So that was one of them. That's what we call a laundry cycle. And then there was other tunes from that cycle, Signs on the Line. Good songs on there. So anyways, we did a lot of collaborations, and then we collaborated with Moses Pendleton and his group called Momix. And they later on became another group called ISO. And the two of those members now live in Portland, and they have yet another dance studio called Bodyvox. And please look them up. And they're in Portland, and they do wonderful performances. So, but we did some collaborations together, and I'm going to play a video from one of them. And I play this video in jest. I find this video quite funny. It might because it's looking at me in the late 80s, something like that. Anyways, and it's a very popular Bob's tune. It's called "My Shoes Are on Top of the World." Okay, so here, let's look at this video from the past. And please enjoy. Comment if you wish.
My shoes went out with a pair of red high heels last night. My girlfriend just won't understand it. She thinks that I'm the one to blame, but that's not right. My shoes are in control, they plan.
Okay. Yes. I don't know. I get a particular joy out of seeing that particular clip. It was a really good show. There was a lot of really good stuff. It was a great collaboration. But I must admit, that was the close of the show. It was quite funny, and I like it very much, and it was very fun and to do with them, and it was and they were all great dancers, and there's a anyways, you should look it up. ISO, and the ISO Bobs, and you probably can find that stuff on the tube these days, most likely. Anyways, so that's the end of the Bob's portion of this performance, and we'll move on now. From as I've been talking for years, almost a year now. Let me see if everything sounds okay, and we'll get started for some tunes. I'm getting ready to try some stuff with we're not picking up. Why aren't you? Oh, there we go. Let's go like this. Anyways, so I'm going to do some work with our John Kessler, and in the coming weeks, my friend Walt Singelman will come in with his bass, and we'll do some other stuff. I'm looking for a guitar player to come in and join us. So and we'll see how that goes. And that's coming up in the future. So, but here's some of the tunes that will be possibly, and there's a bunch, but we're trying to whittle them down into a certain length. And that's what we're doing today, actually. Both into Nazareth, and I was feeling about a half past dead. I need a place to go where I can lay my head. I said, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned, he shook his head, and no was all he said. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, yeah. You put a load right on me. Picked up my bags and I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil, they were walking side by side. I said, hey, here, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I got to go, but my friend can't stick around. Take a load off Annie and take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, yeah. You put a load right on me. Go down, Miss Moses, there ain't nothing that you can say. It's just old Luke, and Luke is waiting on a judgment day. I said, hey, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, and won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? I take a load off Annie, and take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, yeah. You put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me, caught me in the fall. He said, I'll see you right if you take my Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, baby, just feed him when you can. Take a load off Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. You put the load right on me. Catch a cannonball now and take me down the line. My back is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Annie. You know she's the only one who sent me here with a regard for everyone. Take a load off Annie and take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. Yeah, put a load right on me. So the band, one of my favorite groups, really of all time for me, and there's never a time when it was such a big part of what I was doing and the kind of music I was interested in at the time, and I kind of lost track of them, interestingly enough, but then found them again. So. Now, this is a tune I'm doing only Julie Stein, one of the writers on the Stein, Compton, and Green, are the writers of this tune. And it's quite an old song. It's been around a long time. But and I'm looking up, I kind of think they wrote this for Jimmy Durante, or Jimmy Durante, took it and never gave it back, as it were. This was one of his kind of theme songs, the songs he was known for. Jimmy Durante was a vaudeville performer from a young age, and known as the Schnoz, and used that large proboscis quite effectively to put himself and make himself quite a big star over the years, and had one of the very first variety shows on television, the Jimmy Durante Hour. And you might have heard this one. And it's a nice sentiment. See if I can get through it. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make just one heart the heart you sing to. One smile that cheers you. One face that lights when it's near you. One girl, you're everything to. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff in life to cling to? Oh, love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. And once you found her, build your world around her. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. and you will be happy too. Nice. That's a nice sentiment for a tune. So the Festivals were a group out of the 70s. And they had a couple of cool songs. You got the makings of a lover. You got a smile that makes a man walk a mile just to see you or just to hold your hand. I love you and I don't understand. You got the makings of a lover, and when you walk, all the fellas start to talk, say you're fine and that you're so sublime. I love you and I wish you were mine. You took my heart away the very first day that I saw you. Yeah. I tried to make a play. You turned and walked away, but I got you. You got the makings of a lover, and when you walk, all the fellas start to talk and say you're fine and that you're so sublime. I love you and I wish you were mine. Wish you were mine. I wish you were mine. Anyways, love that tune. So here's a message tune, and one of these message tunes that I find really interesting because they, from a society civilization point of view, this is from the 50s. Kind of weird that we're still there, huh? Odd, huh? But this is a T-Bone Walker, and I'm just doing this one to, because it's a simple tune and it's got a great message, but it's got a sense of humor to it, and that's one of the things I love. It goes like this: Heaven, please send to all mankind understanding and that peace of mind. But if it's not asking too much, please bring me someone to love, someone to love. Tell all the world how to get along. Peace will enter when that head is gone. But if it's not asking too much, oh baby, please bring me someone to love. I lay awake at night and I find the world in trouble, and my answer is always the same. Yeah. Unless man puts an end to this whole sin, oh, hate will put the world in a flame. Oh yeah, what a shame. So just because I'm in misery, I don't beg no for sympathy. But if it's not asking too much, please bring me someone to love. T-Bone Walker. Yeah. Tell all the world to get along. Now, this one has nothing to do with anything other than I like Dan Hicks very, very much. I thought he was a wonderful songwriter and a performer and musician, and enjoyed the times I got to perform, share the stage with him. So, and this is an old tune of his, probably more known for Philip Glass at this point. Oh, all tangled up and blue. Probably known from because Philip Glass does a great version of this. Simple tune. A lot of dance stuff had a simple bass background, so you could build a lot on top of it. I scare myself just thinking about you. I scare myself when I'm without you. I scare myself the moment that you're gone. I scare myself the more when I let my thoughts run. And when they're running, I keep thinking of you. And when they're running, what can I do? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I scare myself and I don't mean lightly. I scare myself and it can get frightening. I scare myself to think what I could do. I scare myself because it's some kind of voodoo. And with that voodoo, I keep thinking of you. And with that voodoo, what can I do? Yeah, 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 yeah. And it's so much different when we're together. And I'm so much calmer, I feel better, yeah, yeah. All the stars crossed our paths forever. And the sooner that you realize it, the better, yeah, yeah. Then I will be with you, and I won't scare myself, and I know what to do, and I won't scare myself. I'll think of you, and I won't scare myself. My thoughts will run, and I won't scare myself. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Dan Hicks. I scare myself. Good tune. Okay. Now, I'll go ahead and do this one. I'm not sure if this is going to stay in, but I like this tune. It's a tune that, speaks to me as lyrically, and I like this band very much. Am I in tune? It sounds a little funky to me. Anyways, the Wood Brothers, Oliver Wood, Chris Wood, and Jenna Ricks, who is also a great piano player. So that guy's a freaking amazing talent. They're actually all good. Oliver writes some great songs, and it has some great outlook. And this is one I don't know if this is what this meant when he wrote it, but for me, it's like it's it just speaks to me, and it's called "Sing About It." The Wood Brothers. If you get to worry, what you ought to do is sing. If you get worried, what you ought to do is sing. And if you get worried, go along and sing about your troubles, and they just might pass. And if you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. 'Cause if you get lost, go on along and sing about your troubles, and they just might pass. Yes, sing about the troubles, and they just might pass. And sing about joy, and sing about love and hope, and it lasts. Sing about your troubles, and it just might pass. And if you get broken, what you ought to do is sing. 'Cause if you get broken, what you ought to do is sing. 'Cause if you get broken, come on along and sing. And sing about your troubles, and it just might pass. Sing about your troubles, and it just might pass. And sing about the joy, and sing about love and hope, and it lasts. Sing about your troubles, and it just might pass. Yeah, and it just might pass. Like that one. Now the next tune is a completely selfish tune, and I love it. Written by Curtis Salgado and Alan Hager. And anybody who knows me knows that I've had dogs my whole life, and dogs in a way that people find sometimes a little weird, because they go everywhere with me. And most of the time, my dogs are much better well known in the city that I live in than I am, which is humbling and good for the ego. So this one is called "I Want My Dog to Live Longer." I wish I could read the minds of women, and I wish I had some gills for swimming, and I wish I had those movie star looks. I wish I knew every trick in the book, yeah. I'd like to find first love again, yeah. And live 20 years and be 20 years younger. But the greatest wish that I want to come true, yeah. I want my dog to live longer. I wish I was the king of rock and roll, and I wish I was so cool in the know. I wish I wrote Blowing in the Wind, yeah. And I'd like to see my late mother again. I'd like to stop some poverty, yeah, and save this world from hunger. But the greatest wish that I want to come true, I want my dog to live longer. 'Cause I want my dog to live longer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When it goes, I'll be blue. And if I had the power, then I would have him live as long as me and you, girls. God got a reason for everything. And in the Lord I trust. But this ain't right. God's got to see the light, 'cause dogs don't live long enough. He cheers me up when I'm feeling bad. He is the best friend that I ever had. And I don't care where his nose has been. No, I would let him lick my face again and again. His love is unconditional, and that just makes me really much stronger. So the greatest wish that I want to come true, I want my dog to live longer. Oh yeah, the greatest wish that I want to come true, I want my dog to live longer. Okay. Anyways, that's a tune. Here's another one. Irving Berlin, probably originally, well, one of the originals, definitely Louis Armstrong, but this is got this one from Leon Redbone, who died in 2019. Too bad. Fun guy to play with. Quirky. Without my walking stick, I'd go insane. I can't look my best. I feel undressed without my cane. Must have my walking stick, 'cause it may rain. And when it pours, I can't go outdoors without my cane. And if I ever left my house without my walking stick, well, it would be something I could never explain. 'Cause the thing that makes me click on Lover's Lane. We'll go for night if I were caught without my cane. A zippity dippity zappa-da-da-doo da-da-doo da-da-doo dee da-doopity la-loo yeah da-doo-ba-doo yeah yeah yeah, re-ba-dum, yeah, re-ba-dum, re-bop, subap, subap-da-ba-doo-dee, yeah, yeah, yeah. And if I ever left my house without my walking stick, well, it will be something I could never explain. 'Cause the thing that makes me click on Lover's Lane will go for naught if I were caught without my cane. Will go for naught if I were caught without my cane. Okay. So this is a tune now has been both of those tunes, this one and Walking Stick have been really kind of the first tunes that I ever learned on a instrument. Yeah. And here's the other one. It's an Alan Toussaint tune, and then I just think it was written for Irma Thomas, but I love this tune. And it's a great Northwest tune much of the time of the year as it's raining outside. And it's called It's Raining. It's raining so hard. Looks like it's gonna rain all night. And this is the time that I love to be holding you tight. But I guess I'll have to accept the fact that you're not here. Oh, I wish tonight would hurry up and end, my dear, because it's raining so hard. You know it's really coming down, and I'm sitting by my window watching the rain fall to the ground. This is the time that I love to be holding you tight. But I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. 'Cause it's raining so hard. It brings back memories of a time when you were here with me, counting every drop and about to blow my top. Well, I wish this rain would hurry up and stop, 'cause I got the blues so bad I can hardly catch my breath. And the harder it rains, you know, the worse it gets. This is the time that I love to be holding you tight. But I guess I'll just go crazy tonight. Yes, I'll just go crazy tonight. Yes, I'll just go crazy tonight. Alan Toussaint. Okay. Well, getting down to the end. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this one. Let's do it. Beatles. It's kind of blues, though. Beatles did a lot of blues, actually. Here come on flat top, he come a grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he won holy roller. He got hair down to his knee. Yes, he's got to be a joker. He just do what he please, yeah. He wear no shoe shine. He got toe jam football. He got monkey finger. He shoot Coca-Cola. He said, "Want know me, and you know me. You know, one thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over you. He back production. He got Raw's gumboot. He got Ono sideboard. He won spinal cracker. He got feet down below his knee. 'Cause he holds you in his armchair. You can feel his disease. Come together right now over me. He rolled a coaster, he got the early warning, he got muddy water, he won Mojo Filter. He said 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking, 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together. Here's an old song. Little Willie John, Peggy Lee. Anyways, this is a song that the Bobs did back in the day. Janie sang it. It was quite good. I never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me and I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, and fever when you hold me tight. You give me fever in the morning, yeah, then fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, and the moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, 'cause you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. You give me fever in the morning, the fever all through the night. Hey, everybody, I got the fever. That is something you all know. A fever isn't such a new thing. A fever started a long time ago. Whoa, 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 whoa. Romeo loved Juliet, and Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said to Judy, baby, you're my fame. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever without blaming you. I send a fever, I'm on fire, yeah, fever, yet I burn forsooth. Captain Smith and Pocahontas, they had a mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, oh, daddy, daddy, don't you dare. He gives me fever with his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. I was in a fever at his missus, so daddy, don't treat him right. Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Love was born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. It gives you fever when you kiss them. Fever if you live, you learn. I said a fever, fever if you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Oh, what a lovely way to burn. Okay. All right. Now we're back down to the final tune that we're going to try tonight. I'm going to do this tune that was suggested. Kind of know it. Let's see if it. I'm a bartender and I don't like my work, but I don't mind the money at all. I've seen lots of sad faces and lots of bad cases of folks with their backs against the wall. But I need 4 walls around me to hold my life, to keep me from going astray. And a honky-tonk angel to hold me tight, to keep me from slipping away. Well, I can light up your smokes, and I can laugh at your jokes, and I can watch you fall down on your knees. I can close on this bar and put gas up in my car, and I can pack up and mail in my keys. But I still need 4 walls around me to hold my life, to keep me from going astray. And honky-tonk angel to hold me tight, to keep me from slipping away. Now the smoke fills the air of this old honky-tonk bar, and I'm thinking about where I'd rather be. I burned all my bridges and sunk all my ships, and I'm standing at the edge of the sea. But I need 4 walls around me to hold my life, to keep me from going astray. Yeah, and a honky-tonk angel to hold me tight, to keep me from slipping away. Thank you very much. If you tuned in, this the first of the Sunday 5 o'clock live streams, and they're going to start happening every Sunday. Wednesday, Sunday. No matter where I am, and who I'm with, we'll still have those, and they could be short like this, or they could be long. So please, here are the new dates. Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Please tune in to Matthew Bob Stahl on twitch.tv or Matthew Stahl on YouTube and take in a little live stream. All right. And then maybe you'll want to subscribe and be a subscriber on YouTube or follow me on twitch.tv. Please, if you have any inkling of doing that, please go ahead and hit that button because, it doesn't hurt. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in and see you on Wednesday. Night, folks.